Hello students, welcome in another session of 12 Computer Science, Paper 1. So let us proceed, Chapter 3 C++. Session 9. Student, we have seen in previous lecture what do you mean by inheritance and different types of inheritance. Inheritance means create new class from old ones. New class is called as derived class, old class is called as base class. So, different types of inheritance: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level, hierarchical, and hybrid inheritance. Now, see, this program is based on inheritance, but multiple type of inheritance. Multiple type means to create derived class from many base class. Okay, to create derived class from many base class. So let us see how to write this program. See, first include all header files, then create one base class, that is class base1. So here class is a keyword, base1 is the name of the base class. You can give any name of base class. So here write, here give base class name is base1. Now in this class base1, create one variable, data type is integer, variable name is x, and access specifier is protected. Okay, now you know what do you mean by protected, because already we have seen is this access specifier in previous lecture. Okay, now next, public one member function declare in public section. Member function name is show x. Okay, in this member function just declare x value, whatever value of x, that print on screen. So end of this show x function and end of this base1 class. Okay, one thing is remember, member function declare always in public section. Now one more class is declared because here multiple base class is used. What do you mean by multiple base class? Many base class derived, create a derived class. So one more base class is create, give base class name is base2. Okay, in this base class again one variable is declared, data type is integer, and access specifier is protected. Student, suppose you don't write here any access specifier, then by default compiler takes private access specifier. Okay, it is always remember. So here y is declared, data type is integer. So in this base2 function class, create one member function show y. In base1 create one member function show x, and in base2 create one member function show y. In this member function see out y. Okay, so end of this show y, end of this member function name, and end of this class base2. Now create derived class. Now you know what is the syntax to create a derived class. Class derived class name colon access specifier base class name. Okay, this is the syntax to create a new class. Now see here, class derived class name is derived, then colon access specifier right here public, then base class name base1, comma again access specifier base class name base2, because this program is illustrated by multiple base class. So write here both base classes, but write separately access specifier for each base class. Okay, in this class derived class, one member function is declared. It is declared also in public. Void set, void means no return data type, set is member function name, and in this member function name two variables are, two arguments are passed, name is I and j. Okay, now in this I and j, this I value stored in x. Where it is x? X declare in which member function? show x, and show x declare in base 1. Okay, and y is equal to j, so j value stored in y is declared in show y member function, and this show y member function declare under base 2 class. Okay, now end of this set and end of this derived class name. See here x is equal to I, y is equal to j, because base 1 base 2 is accessed publicly. So in whatever data in base 1 and base 2, that data access publicly. So here you can write also x equal to I, y equal to j. Now end of this derived class name. Now next declare main program. Then how to access these base class member functions or derived class member functions? Okay, how to access member function? Through object. Then create object means class name and object name. But here how many classes in this program? 3 classes. See, first base 1 class, base 2 class, and one more is derived class. 3 classes are there. Then from which object, from which class object is created? Derived, base 1 or base 2. So student, always remember, if in inheritance program is right, always remember object always created derived class. Okay, derived class च object create करायचा. Can't create base class object, because already base class access in derived class. So create object of derived class. Okay, so in void main create object derived obj. So derived class name is derived, obj is object. Now obj dot set for 45 and 66. Okay, actual value is transfer in this set function, because here 2 arguments are passed. So these 2 arguments value direct actual values passed in main program. Then obj dot show x. Okay, first call this function. After this function, okay, if pointer is goes, then pointer goes to here, then execute this function, then again back to next means obj dot show x, then go to obj dot show x, means in this function x is equal to 45 value stored and y is equal to 66 value stored. Okay, then after going this show x function, print x value means 55. Then after end up again go to next statement, means here next is show obj dot show y. Okay, obj dot show y means again pointer goes to base 2 class member function. Then after end of this member function, again back to main program, end of this here, end is given here, end of this main, means in this program whatever pass in this derived class value, that value automatically goes in base class member function. This is called as inheritance program. Understood, student? Now see, next is friend function. Now friend function means friend is friend word. Now I think you know very familiar with this word friend. Okay, friend means communication between 2 or more members. ओके, तुम्हाला माहिती आहे तुमचे फ्रेंड किती आहेत, तुमचे फ्रेंड किती क्लोज आहेत, तुम्ही किती गोष्टी तुमच्या फ्रेंड बरोबर शेअर करता विदाउट एनी, कुठली किती प्रायव्हेट असेल तरी तुम्ही त्या फ्रेंड बरोबर तुम्ही शेअर करता. सो दॅट concept also here friend function. In this friend function, see what do you mean by friend function. First see, C++ allows the common function to be made friendly with more than one classes. See here, allows the common function to be made friendly with more than one classes, thereby allowing the function to have access to the private data of classes. Such a function need not be a member of any classes. See, means when friend function is needed or declared, at that time that member function, that function is not need, it is a member function. Okay, this is one thing. Another thing is that function or data not necessary it is private or public, whatever. So friend function access any type of data privately or publicly. Non-member function cannot have access to the private data of a class. Means non-member, member function means non-member function cannot have access to the private data of a class. Means suppose you want to access data one class to another class, okay, but that data declare as a private, then at that situation you can't access that data. Okay, means if that function is not non-member function, means that function not declared in class, so it is a non-member function, so that function can't access that private data. But in this situation friend function is used. Means suppose you want to share some program between two classes, then at that situation you can use friend function. Okay, friend function you can use like a normal function. Now see syntax. Friend is a keyword. Okay, return data type, function name, argument list, begin, function body and end. Okay, the keyword friend declares, see, friend is a keyword, means the keyword friend declares the function to be friendly with that class. Function to be friendly with that class. This function is defined as a normal C++ function. See student, suppose friend function, just ignore this friend keyword. Okay, then remaining part is return data type, function name, argument list. Okay, then function body. This is a normal C++ function. But suppose you want to share that data between two classes, at that time you can declare that data or function just preceded by friend keyword. Okay, then you can share that data easily between two classes. Means this function is defined as a normal C++ function. The function definition does not use class name, keyword, friend or scope resolution operator. Okay, always remember the function does not use class name, keyword, friend or scope resolution operator. Okay, when you share the data, at that time you can't use any word of this. Now see characteristic of friend function. It is not in the scope of the class to which it has been declared as friend. Okay, means suppose you have to declare some function as a friend, then that function is not scope within that class, it is outside the class also. Next, since it is not in scope of the class, it cannot be called by using object of that class. It cannot be called by using object of that class. Now student, you know how to access member function or how to invoke member function in class. Using object means object name dot function name. But student, when you declare friend function, at that time you not necessary, mean you cannot be called by using object of that class. Mean you not necessary to declare object and through object that friend function can be called. Okay, that is not necessary. You can easily call by normal C++ function. Means it is like a normal C++ function. You can't call using object. It can be declared either in public or the private part of a class without affecting its means. Means you can declare either in public, either in private. Okay, you can access that data anywhere in class when you declare friend function. Means not affecting this access specifier, either that function is public or private, but that function declare as a friend. So you can access anywhere in class. Usually it has the object as arguments, means whatever argument passed in that function, it is also called, that argument is also objects. It cannot access the member function directly and has to use an object name and dot operator with each member name. Means student, it cannot access the member function directly. Means when you declare member function in class, that member function you can't access directly. How to access that member function? You can create object name, then dot operator, then member function name. But this is not necessary in friend function. Okay, just declare as a friend keyword. Now see example. Suppose ABC is a class. In that class, suppose in public section some friend function is declared. See here, friend void xyz void. This is a friend function declaration. What is the coding? Don't know. Just how to write this friend function and end of this class. So this ABC class, suppose you can create another class, suppose class y. Okay, in this class you can also call this function just xyz and whatever write. Okay, because you can write in class y this function you can call here also. Okay, because of this friend word. Okay, of this friend word, this this function declare as a friend you can access anywhere outside the class, inside the class, or in another class also. Understood student? What is a friend function? Because this friend function used in a next topic means operator overloading. Okay, but when common function is to be made friendly with two classes, means suppose class A and class B. In class A same function add is necessary, in class B same function add is necessary. So forward declaration is necessary. Forward declaration means student, you can declare in one program, you can create more than one classes in one program. Okay, you can create more than one classes in one program, but one thing is remember, class forward declaration means suppose here class ABC, in class A, in this program one more class is declared, just write here class and that name and semicolon. This is called as class forward declaration is necessary, because when we declare a friend function in first class, the object of second function may also be passed as argument to the friend function. But at that time compiler does not have knowledge about the second class, therefore an error will arise, hence forward declaration is necessary. Means student, when you declare forward declaration, suppose in this example class y is here also. Okay, also in this example class y, so here before class ABC write just class y and semicolon. This is called as class forward declaration, means compiler know in this program two classes are declared, so nothing error will be arise. Understood? What do you mean by friend function student? In this on this topic in board paper, just so many times one question is asked, write any three characteristic of friend function, only characteristic of friend function. Okay, can't ask any program on this friend function. Just remember, but just remember what is the syntax of this friend function, what is the use of this friend function. Okay, and why friend function is used. So what is the characteristic of friend function? This program, this question asked many times in board paper. Understood? What do you mean by friend function? So end of this session 9. Thank you student.